Court is in session. This is 947433. In the interest of Benito Agrelo, a child, the Department of Health and Rehabilitative Services is seeking continued custody of Benito so as to ensure his proper treatment. The boy's mother, Mrs. Armanda Agrelo, is challenging the state's continued detention of her son and seeks his immediate release into her care.
Miss Dobson, you work for HRS.
Yes.
You interviewed the child?
Yes.
And you found him lucid?
I did. He understands the consequences of his thoughts, the outcome of his illness without treatment. It is his desire not to receive treatment.
Custody was given to HRS.
Because of child neglect. It is the opinion of his doctors that his home situation might endanger his health.
You found his home environment wanting?
Insofar as his mother is unwilling or unable to follow his doctor's orders, yes.
And the treatment you prescribed for Benny, your hope was what?
To give him time. In a year or two, there might be other drugs, more potent, perhaps less dangerous, and more effective in a case like Benny's.
If someone were to force a tube down my son's throat, or do whatever they had to force Benny to take his medication, do you believe that it would prolong his life?
If Benny doesn't want to get better, whether they force drugs down him or not, or force him into surgery or whatever, I'm of the conviction that none of that would work.
Excuse me. I'm never going to get a chance to say something.
We're going to get to you, Benny. It's just that we have to follow a certain order in proceedings such as this.
But I'm the one this is about. Why am I at the end?
I know it might not seem like it after everything that's happened, but everyone here today has your best interest at heart.
I know.
In the eyes of the law, you're a child, and as such, you have no right to determine the course of your own medical treatment.
But I know what I want.
I'm sure that you do. But the law requires me to take everyone's opinion into consideration.
Including mine.
Including yours. Why don't you tell me what happened?
How far back do you want me to go?
As far back as you need to.
Well, I guess maybe a year ago. That's when I started to get sick again.
Gotta do better than that. Come on. Give me your best shot. Benny?
Yeah, I'll get it.
I'm scoring on you. You wait. You wait. Hey, Benny, what's going on? You find it or not? Hey, look what I got!
Well, the Moser meeting is at 10:45 tomorrow. And I've got these papers, but I can drop them by. I can drop them by the office actually after. Hey, get back. Let me see.
See what?
Whatever you think you're sneaking past me.
Oh my God.
I'll call you back, okay? No, outside now. No. Why? Because I said so.
Come on.
Your room already looks like Noah's Ark.
I don't have
Outside.
a frog.
You don't have a giraffe either, my
I always
friend.
wanted a frog.
Yeah, well, you always wanted a snake and a turtle and a hamster and how about that goldfish? Remember?
That was
goldfish?
Rita's cat, not me.
That was not my cat. That was Ava's cat. My cat actually eats cat
What
food.
about the ant farm?
I didn't break the glass.
Don't look at me.
I don't care who broke it. The point is that there's still ants all over the place.
Mom, please.
No.
Frogs eat ants, Mom. It's like having a vacuum cleaner. Please.
If it's kept in a cage and only let out outside. I am too weak. That's my problem. Hey, what's the matter with your foot?
It's nothing.
Really?
It's nothing.
You still dizzy? Nauseous? Yuck. See what we got, huh?
Is it high?
It's been worse. You'll feel better in the morning.
Hey, Mom.
What, honey?
It hurts.
Where?
Here.
Let's take this, okay?
Okay. You can put your shirt back on.
Okay. So you're a specialist, right?
I am.
So I guess this is pretty important, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I have to see what the tests show. You're how old?
13?
And you were 7?
When they did the transplant?
Yes.
My liver was pretty rotten, so they gave me a new one. I'm feeling pretty good, I mean, except for the last couple months. So I guess the transplant worked?
Well, 6 years with just a few ups and downs. That's pretty good, don't you think?
The ups and downs can sometimes make you forget the rest. Hope it's got more than 6 years in it.
That's what everyone hopes.
Well, there's no other way to say this but to say it. Benny's liver is failing.
Why now? After 6 years.
We don't know. We're not sure. The biopsy was inconclusive. It could be hepatitis. It could be rejection. We do know that his liver is beginning to deteriorate.
Something be done to stop it?
Well, we're going to increase his dosage of cyclosporin and prescribe some steroids.
Mm-hmm.
Benny's going to be pretty uncomfortable, but the deterioration of his liver will be retarded.
For how long?
We don't know. A couple of weeks, a couple of months. We just don't know.
Long enough to prepare him for a new transplant at any rate.
A transplant?
His liver is failing, Armanda. Without a new one, he'll die.
We should start the search for a donor right away. As soon as we find one, we should do the transplant.
Just a minute. What are Benny's chances of surviving a second transplant?
About 50%.
And a new liver? How long will that give him?
Well, if Benny survives the operation, he has a 50-50 chance of living a year.
A year. 1 year.
1 year, yes. If the second liver fails, which given Benny's history is probable, it might be possible to do a third transplant, but you should know, Mrs. Agrello, in your son's case, the chance of his surviving a third transplant is less than 10%.
You're telling me my son has 1 year to live. A 50-50 chance of living 1 year. If he survives a transplant, he only has a 50-50 chance of surviving. That is what you're telling me.
Oh, who knows what can happen, Armanda? There's so many advances being made in this field. Who knows? We
kept him alive for 14 years. We're not about to give up now.